G'day folks, Ashley here from Ground Speed Gaming, and I do apologise for not having any more content recently because I have been quite ill lately, so you might be able to slightly hear it in my voice still, but for the most part I've pretty much fixed up. Okay, so today's flight is a relatively simple one actually. From Winslow, we're going to go to a place called Socorro in New Mexico. So here's the IFR chart. Winslow's over here. We're going to track the radials from the VOR to the St. John's VOR, track straight across to the Socorro VOR, and do the VOR alpha approach into Socorro. Now, the only thing about this route, the first sector, there's not much anything to worry about there. It's more the second sector. Not only is the MEA relatively high, and we're travelling eastbound, so we're going to be going odd 1,000 feet, so I'll be going 13,000 feet specifically for the St. John's to the Socorro sector. But it also goes through restricted airspace 5123. And I've already checked the NOTAMs for the Albuquerque Center, and restricted area 5123 is actually not active today, so we can actually go straight through it. And even if you'd filed a flight plan, ATC will not vector you through that if it was active, they'll just vector you around it. So it's no issue. So we're going to go straight through 5123, and obviously we're avoiding the MOAs just south of that, the Smitty MOA, Cato MOA, so I tend to avoid the MOAs, even though as a VFR pilot you can actually go through them. I don't recommend it. I recommend you avoid them. But there are a lot of MOAs in this area, restricted airspace in the southwest. As for the weather, Winslow, relatively, according to this, relatively gusty 220, and one of the runways is 22, so we'll probably end up using runway 22, but it's on live weather, so we'll use whatever weather's actually in the sim. But as far as visibility is concerned, it's all good, just a bit windy. Socorro does not have actually any TAF, and so we have enough fuel to continue on to Roswell, New Mexico if we need to. But we will be getting in just fine. We are going to be visual the whole way. We are travelling from Arizona to New Mexico, and as you can see, there's no frontal activity whatsoever. Yeah, there's a stationary front, but we're not going that far. So we're essentially staying within a high pressure system the entire flight, and also there's no precipitation either. As for NOTAMs, where we're departing from, nothing of issue for us for a departure. This is just the en route Navaid, St. John's. It's actually the airport as well, but it's no issue there. The only issue in reality for this one is the Socorro VOR. It's not monitored. So what that means is potentially it may not be working, but ATC won't be aware of it because no one's monitoring to check the status of it. Now the PAPI 33 is not working. That's okay. That's not going to stop us landing. So, and that's about it. No issue there at all as far as NOTAMs go. And as for the restricted airspace, you just check the, in this particular case, Albuquerque Center, NOTAMs. And to give an example what it would look like, this one here is restricted airspace 2303 Bravo, active 8000, 5123, which is the one, 5123, it was actually not listed, so not an issue at all, so it's not active. And takeoff means we'll come to that later. The obstacle departure procedure. Alright, so I guess we'll get started, eh? Avionics all off, carburetor heat is off. Mixture, let's put that to full rich. Obviously we'll lean it once it starts up. Throttle will go slight. Prime, probably give it at least 4. Let's put the brakes on. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be good. Brakes are on. Just make sure prop is clear. Looks good. Master on. Got that on as well. Beacon lights. That's still on. The autopilot you can't turn off, so. Alright, looks clear. We'll yell out the window, clear prop. Look at that, good start. Oil pressure's already looking good. And approximately 1,000 RPM. See if I can lean it a little bit. There's a little bit leaning, it's good. Alright, lights on. Flaps, they are up. Avionics on, we can turn these. Let's turn these up. Right, you get the ATIS. The ATIS for Winslow is 118.875.
Kilo India November Whiskey Automated Weather Observation 0100 Zulu. Wind 122 at 7. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 4C dew point. 7C altimeter 299er466.
Alright, 122.8, that's the CTF, so we go. Wind 122 at 7. On my 11, that's fine. Okay, the live weather's obviously actually different, but that's okay. We'll go with what the weather is here in the sim. Alright, brakes are on. Fuel selector is on. It's the only option we have, on or off. Trim. This is set for takeoff, yep. Peg is set just next to the takeoff. Flight controls, visually. Flight controls, free. Instruments, okay, airspeed indicators reading 0, artificial horizons reading 0, we'll pretend that is the correct time. Altitude is 299.4, and the elevation is 4,940. Something's not right. Alright, let's just check this again, see if it's changed.
Kilo India November Whiskey Automated Weather Observation 0100 Zulu. Wind 130 at 6. Visibility 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature 2C dew point. 8C altimeter 300801.
3008. For some reason I had that down as 3001. Okay. Well, that's a big change. Right there. 4,941. 4,900 and... Oh, that's much better. That's much better. Okay. Well, that was strange. Alright, so for the run-up, brakes are on, trim set for takeoff, flight controls, instruments, yep, okay. We'll set these two in a minute. VSI's rating 0, oil pressure's good, oil temperature's still rising, fuel quantity's fine for this flight. 020. That looks pretty closely aligned, it's probably... That's alright. That's good, vacuum's good. Instruments good, mixture. We have landed already. Prime is in and locked. Okay, now we go to 1700 RPM. We check the mags, in the left mag. Watch the drop. That's pretty good, that's not bad. Both. Oops. actually okay. Did it in a different order, but that still worked. Carburetor heat. RPM dropped. Excellent. Oh, that's good. Carburetor heat off. Vacuum gauge is in the green, and the vacuum gauge powers the horizon and directional gyro. And the ammeter is good. Excellent. Oil pressure once again is good. Oil temperature is also, it's in the green. And idle check valve doesn't stop. Very good. Alright, 1000 RPM. We take off flaps, we're not going to use any flaps. Fixture is set, carburetor heat off. Window heat is on, landing lights on, strobes on. Transponder we'll put on altitude for mode C. Debug currently on the runway heading. Doors, windows are secure, landing lights on, strobes are on brake release, and we go. Rotate at 50 and climb out at 66 now. Here we go. Winslow traffic, Cessna 152 Alpha Sierra Hotel is entering runway 11 for a departure to the east. Winslow traffic. And it's a beautiful morning here in Arizona. These temperatures, we should actually get a pretty decent climb performance. Runway's clear. RPM's up. Airspeed's aligned. Commence our rotation at 50 knots. 50. Just lift off the ground. There we go. How about that? And we're looking for 66 knots for a climb. What a beautiful morning to fly. Alright, climb checklist, 65, 75 knots. We're right at 75, so that's cool. Bit of a cruise climb, nothing wrong with that. Hours fully reach, hours full forward. Mixture is lean before we departed. Instruments currently looking good. Tracking KONM, which is tune identified. Climbing to 13,000 feet. And visually looking good. Landing light takes lights, they can come off. Off. Flight plan is open. Well, we would have contacted the Albuquerque Center before we got off the ground, so it's all good. And tune identifier nav 2. Nav 2, tune and identify. There's Winslow behind us. Doesn't that look good? Alright, looks like it's maintaining 13,000 feet. Excellent. Alright, also with regards to the next sector, obviously we are above the MEA. The off-route obstacle clearance is 13,500 for the upcoming sector, the last part of this sector, but once it passes St. John's, obviously we're going to be above the MEA, 12,000 feet. That 11,100 is the Mocha, which is only valid for 22 miles. 12,000 feet And off-road obstacle clearance, 2,600 and 12,000 later on. So if for whatever reason we have to deviate and stay at 13,000 feet, we should be fine. And I wasn't sure. I'll switch over to heading mode. And it's approaching on the hour. 1.3. 1.2. Let's go. The hour. Station passage. And 080. I may have turned just a fraction early, that's okay. Won't take long to get on the outbound track. Here's the middle. Reduce our intercept angle. Alright, we're at 56 DME and we'll switch over at 57. because that'll be the halfway mark between the two navigates. And switch to heading mode. Yeah. 6.8. And once again, we'll identify it. Listen again. Excellent. Tuned and identified. Well, I guess we should probably do a briefing for the approach we're going to do into Socorro. That's it. That's no. Alright, Socorro VOR DME Alpha. So obviously we're tracking directly to the navigate at the moment, 16.8. Once we head overhead the navigate, we're going to track outbound 179er. And we'll maintain at or above 8,000 feet until 13 DME, and then we can descend down to our NBA of 6540, which is right. And it's pretty high. That's obviously we expect to get in. But if for whatever reason we didn't get in, we have to do missed by 18 DME and right turn 8,000 feet, tracking on the 179 radial, which is the tracking on, and into the hold. And that would be our parallel entry. We're going to do that. So, yeah, all good. So I'll need to get the so that was 118325.
Kilo Oscar November Mike automated weather observation 0300 Zulu. Wind, tree 2 at tree. Visibility, 10. Sky condition clear. Temperature, 5C. Dew point, 6C. Altimeter tree 01701.
These mountains just look amazing. Looks really cool. Right, about a mile to go. Make it about 1.3 maybe. Go with it. So you can see the ground speed's dropping off. I think. I'll do. Let's go. We left it a bit late actually. What's it? Once we are established, we'll start our descent. And I'll slow down and give myself a bit more time to descend. Come on, what's going on? There we go. just outside the green arc in the RPM gauge, so carburetor heat. Got 10 miles, 13 DME is the final approach fix. Chasing the needles. Go for runway 15. Runway 15. Yeah, this fuel level is not good. So going by the VFR chart, we'll actually be flying right over the town of Socorro, and both the town and the airport are on the right hand side of this rig. Oh, the Rio Grande. Okay. Town there. Excellent, that's probably 15 right there. Stuff. It's just not good. And we're just past 10,000 feet, going to 8,000. For 13 DME, that's our final approach fix, and then we can descend down to 6,500, 6,600 beyond that. But obviously we're going to get visual. These are the final approach fix. We have 8 miles to go. Socorro traffic, Cessna 152, Alpha Sierra Hotel is about 8 miles to the north inbound on the VOR Alpha approach for a full stop landing, runway 15, Socorro traffic. Just watching that fuel, that's dreadful, because obviously under 1,000 foot to go for the 1,000 foot marker. Yeah, IFR, required to have at least 45 minutes of fuel, cruise fuel, on landing. Obviously that is not the case here. Oh boy. That was bad. I forgot to put fuel at the airport when we departed. Yeah, that's not good. I'm just trying to stay as high as I can because best glide speed's 61 knots. Yeah, I shouldn't look that up just for the time being, but just in case. The airport's at 19 DME. 7 miles to go. Gonna make it. And approaching 13 DME. That's the final approach fix right now. So we can continue on down to 6,000. Actually, I just put pattern altitude 5.9. You're going down. Still trying to work out this autopilot. I haven't quite mastered it yet. It's actually more complicated than the G1000 autopilot. Socorro traffic, Cessna 152, Alpha Sierra Hotel is about 5 miles to the north inbound on the VOR Alpha approach for landing on runway 15. Socorro traffic. Go. Got this made, man. We've got this made. Words I should not have to say. Autopilot off. Here we go. Flaps. For the rapid rate of descent, folks, but my poor fuel plan. This. Socorro traffic, Cessna 152 Alpha Sierra Hotel is turning final runway 15, full stop. Socorro traffic. Is it really this sloped in real life? How about that? Alpha is coming up on the left. We made it. Yikes. Well, look at that. Even the fuel sloshes around. Wow, that's pretty cool. Tech selectors down. Daylight can come off, strobe can come off. Stand by. And bit ahead as well. Socorro traffic, Cessna 152, Alpha Sierra Hotel, clear of runway 15. Socorro traffic. Let's park. Wait. Well, that was cutting it way too close. So that's obviously illegal because that's not 45 minutes worth of fuel because it's an IFR flight. Just park next to that red Cessna, I guess, near the fuel bowser. Appropriate. Wow, I do not recommend that in real life. Holy crap. 1000 RPM. Brakes on. Thanks, light can come off. Everything can shut off. Oh boy. Hangs off. Masters off. All the rest of the panel switches are off. This would be interesting to visit real life to see if it really is sloped like that.